So, it's been a long time.
What happened to your hair?
Don't fucking bust it. Really, leave my gray hair alone, dude. Asshole.
Oh, your gray hair. I already knew that.
Oh,
Everyone knew that.
If I shave it, it's not as prominent.
You should shave your head. You might shrink it a little bit.
Shut up, Putin. You can be banned from America. This podcast right now is America. Speaking of America.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday to pre-birthday.
Well, no, by the time this goes out, it'll be happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday, America. You are well over a couple hundred years old.
You're like 20 or something now.
Old enough to breed.
What were you going to say now?
Two things. One, it's been a long fucking time since I went like jumping off shit into deep pools of water. I've got pressure in my face. I was like, what?
I hit rocks.
No, I didn't hit rocks. I did the rope swing.
I'm going to dive. Water's over here.
I did the rope swing.
It's the same rope from 1998.
No, it's skinnier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
New technology. All right.
And I'm telling you right now, dude, I had such an old man father moment up there. I'm holding the rope. I'm like, just go, you pussy. Just go. I'm like, what if the rope breaks? What if the ground slips? What if I hit the rocks?
You're not alone.
I could be out of work for weeks if I get fucked up.
You're not alone, because when I took my daughter up there last week and she was running across the rocks, I'm like, ma'am, don't run. There's slime right there. But then at the same time, thinking it back when I was younger, just like
we used to
parkour.
We used to run. Let's see if we can slide further.
We'd run like down those falls. We'd run down those falls the entire way. Like, what was it, a quarter mile? Or probably half a mile from Wintergreen down to Snake Hole. And we get there in like 10 minutes.
Oh, God. As a matter of fact, when the first movie came out, I remember seeing it in theaters.
So did I.
I sat up like, wait a minute. He's not a gun.
Yeah.
Megatron. And who was I can't remember who I was with. But
no, he initially was a gun. And they changed him into a tank in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because parents got all pissy. I don't know if it was... No, it had to have been before Columbine. It was like 96.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. They changed him in because I remember I had the tank. I think it was like 95, 96. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he used to be a gun.
He started out as a gun that Starscream would shoot.
Yeah. And then he... Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like a jet, I'm a gun, but I'm actually the leader. And then I was like, well, how did you...
Pretty freaking
Not even physically possible.
Pretty freaking useless when you transformed into a gun. No one's around. Get ready to shoot me. I guess guns don't kill people.
Optimus Prime goes and picks him up and just holsters him.
Nice try, Megatron. I'm putting you in the meat wallet. What? No! Now you know why Megatron was so pissed. That's why I hated.
Get me out of here!
That's why I hated Optimus. They played hide the gun.
This show took kids. A really weird turn. I didn't expect it at all.
Well, didn't you watch it on the hub like I did growing up?
Talk to anybody.
Oh, happy no, it's not today, is it? Today's your birthday.
No.
Yeah, it is. Mine's sack of shit. Happy birthday, you fucker.
It's not my birthday for everyone watching.
It is.
Every day is my birthday. I'm going to identify as a non-leap year, binary leap year birthday every day. My birthday was in space, so I'm traveling faster than everybody else. So my birthday is every day. When I was born, I was born every day.
Your poor mother. Not again. Not again.
365 days.
I've given birth to you 364 times. I just want one day off.
Okay. What? That was it?
All right.
Is that easy? Just ask.
Sorry, Ma.
President Joe Biden allegedly in July 2022 social media posts and commentary claiming the White House changed the definition of what a recession is.
Yeah, because if you change it from what it actually is to something that, let's say, doesn't make it sound as bad, then you're good. Like rape.
See,
I
here's
prefer to call it snuggle struggle.
here's what here's what they have it. Among the factors considered are personal incomes, employment, consumer spending, retail sales, and industrial production. There is no fixed rule about what measures contribute information to the process or how they are weighed in our decisions.
Another good example? Kidnapping.
Therefore, in the U.S., there is no formal definition for what constitutes a recession. By that logic, we could just easily be in this downfall forever. We could look back on the Great Depression and everything, any recession, the 2008 recession, be like, that didn't happen. Because we can just make up our fucking definitions as we go along.
Like I said.
We can just make, it constitutes all these things, and that fit, but this right here, this wasn't it. So because this, out of the 10 things listed that constitutes recession, number 9 wasn't there, therefore we're not in a recession. Mind you, there's fucking homeless people and job loss and everything.
Like I said, change the definition of something. Change the name of it. Kidnapping. Surprise adoption.
There you go. It's softening of the language.
It doesn't sound as bad. Come here, kiddo. Say hi to your new parents. I have a mom and dad. Yeah, I'm with you right now.
Last night, we were gaming. This guy.
Oh, God. Here we go.
This guy makes a comment. We're on Brawlhalla, and that just like rage just like flows like the fucking Niagara
from both of us
from like Niagara Falls, just all over, like
everybody,
it's spraying all over me. So this guy, I said we're doing challenges and stuff, and and instead of like using main characters to make it easy, even though it's enraging, we're like, all right, well now you have to use a guy that has 3 speed or something. We'll make it even more difficult, more than it is. You know, why not? Masochist. So we get done, we get done playing a few matches, and I finally get these last 2 things I'm getting. And I go, all right, I have all the challenges for these last 8 weeks. He makes a comment. He goes, God, get a life. Didn't think anything of it. This morning, first thing I think of is that. And after about 2 seconds of pondering, I'm like, what fucking more do I have to take on? Like, how much more shit do I have to do? Like, dude, I literally don't have enough time to do any more things.
No, fuck that. Let me explain.
I would love to have a 36-hour day. Trust me.
Let me explain.
Because I would do so much more. I would take on movie production. I would love to do that.
How long ago did we just get back on a Brawlhalla? 2-3 weeks.
No, about a month or so.
Okay, in 4 weeks, you've done almost 10 weeks worth of challenges.
4 weeks. It's been about 2 weeks. I got back into it 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
No, because if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. But the thing is the nice thing about when you start like 6-7 weeks in, like we did,
almost everything you do when you do
one match, you're getting like 5 different bars going up. So it's not so bad.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I don't know why, because we all rip on each other really fucking hard. Sometimes harder than we should. Sometimes it goes a little too far. But, whatever. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, and very rarely will something get to me. But this morning, I don't even know if it got to me, but it's the first thing that I woke up, and it's the first thing that popped into my head. I'm like, the fuck more do I have to take on? I'm like, damn it, we gotta do a film now.
Yeah, we do.
I'm like a single mother to her baby daddy. I use my daughter as ammo against him. Yesterday, we were supposed to fucking do this yesterday. I hate doing these on
Friday
Sundays.
night and last night.
But Friday was understand, but I hate doing these on Sundays.
But fair.
So he gets the whole, he's like, oh man, I just got home, sat down. It's like, oh man, my daughter was really looking forward to see her Uncle Charlie, but I'll go have to break her heart and tell her.
And then I actually literally text the guy. I'm like, I actually feel bad now. You
good,
dick.
You piece of shit.
And that's exactly what he texted back.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking
no, that was on the PlayStation. Like, oh yeah, you fucking piece of shit. Anyway, speaking of no, that's a bad segue. That's a different one. That's further down.
Yeah, we'll find a way to tie it in.
You know what? No, I have to do this one further down because that's a terrible segue for this next one. But so, speaking of piece of shit. Whoopi can't keep her fucking mouth shut. Whoopi Goldberg uses God to defend abortion. I saw a clip of it. I had to put it down. I was like, this is great. Because just a couple
wanna
weeks,
see that
just
clip.
a couple weeks ago, we were talking about The View, and now here it is again.
Hold on. I got to see this clip.
He gave us freedom of choice. Whoopi Goldberg
No, he
says
didn't.
God supports abortion during debate with recently returned conservative guest Elizabeth Hasselbeck. This is from the Daily Mail.
Here we go. I got it on YouTube.
Gold.
The views of Whoopi Goldberg bringing God into the abortion debate. Listen to this.
God made us smart enough to know when it wasn't going to work for us. That's the beauty of giving us freedom of choice.
No.
Yes, because I know my relationship. You know, my relationship is always choppy.
Basically, that's.
You sound like
Listen,
an
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but listen to me right now.
I'd say you sound like an infomercial, but not a good one, like Slap Chop, more like Shake Weight.
And it misses on you when you're done.
South Park. Wow. Wow. She's really grabbing at straws, dude.
She quote, it says, she goes on further. I also know that God made me smart enough to know that if there are alternatives out there that can work for me, I will investigate them. But I also know God said no unto others as you would have them do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I will not make that decision for anybody. She slammed. Only moments earlier, Hasselbeck said she believed that women were only getting half the information, and that the U.S. was failing to provide pregnant women with all the options available to them. Whoopi just knows how to fucking just hit them out of the park. At least for people like us that just watch and be like, this is fucking a train wreck. Let's keep watching. Yeah, where's the popcorn? Michael Jackson was popcorn Thriller. And you know what's the best part of ever? Yeah.
Sorry.
You know who did that? That was Vincent Price.
Yes,
Anyway,
it was. I know that.
the best part with all those broads in the show is they all don't fucking know when to shut up, and they just keep going.
They double down.
Yeah, even when they're blatantly wrong or in the wrong or factually wrong, any kind of wrong, they go back and defend themselves. Like, it's so much easier if you just go, "Shit, I was wrong. I apologize." Like, quick 2 sentences and boom, done.
Oh, you
But
mean
no,
like
they're
Whoopi
like,
Goldberg's did? Like Whoopi Goldberg did with the Holocaust not being racist?
holy shitballs.
I'm sorry that you don't agree with me. Okay.
Yeah,
What?
It wasn't about race, and just about everyone on the panel were like, So that's bad when the View looks at Whoopi and be like, "You need to shut the fuck up now." And they're like, "Well, yeah, it was." They're like, "No, it wasn't." Oh boy.
Because we can't be racist against whites.
I would love to have a show with Whoopi, so when she goes on a tangent like that, I could be like, "No, let her go." Let's see how deep this hole gets. The United Nations. Go ahead.
Greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing humans he didn't exist. The mafia no longer exists.
I don't know about that.
No, they don't.
Okay,
See, it works.
that's true. One of us.
This time you said it.
The United Nations has declared war on conspiracy theories, describing the rise of conspiracy thinking as, quote, worrying and dangerous, end quote, and providing the public with a toolkit to debunk or pre-bunk and debunk anybody who dares to suggest that world governments are anything but completely honest, upstanding, and transparent.
So what's this kit say? Don't believe it. That's it.
The UN, pretty much probably. The UN also warns that George Soros, the Rothschilds, and the State of Israel must not be linked to any alleged conspiracies.
Wait, whoa.
Go ahead.
Say that one more time, please.
The UN also warns that George Soros, the Rothschilds, and the State of Israel must not be linked to any alleged conspiracies.
That's intentional. Okay, this is the biggest fucking fuck you reverse psychology fucking maneuver in the world.
All right, go ahead.
We are denounced. The world is not controlled. There's no conspiracy theories in the world. It's not real. And this place especially isn't responsible for anything you may believe. I'm writing a book about reverse psychology. You ever hear about? Did I ever tell you about that?
No.
Please don't buy it.
Okay.
It's that bullshit. Oh my fucking god, stupid.
Has the Eunice SCO, has teamed up with Twitter, the European Commission, and the World Jewish Jewish
there goes,
Congress
Elon Musk.
to launch the campaign dubbed hashtag Think Before Sharing. Stop the spread of conspiracy theories. The UN wants you to know that events are not secretly manipulated behind the scenes by powerful forces with negative intent. And if you encounter anybody who thinks the global elite are conspiring to consolidate power and dictate global events, you must take action. According to the UNESCO, if you are certain you have encountered a conspiracy theory on the internet, then you must react immediately. Post a relevant link to a fact-checking website in the comments.
I ain't got to do shit. You're not paying me to do it. Fuck off.
It says, never mind the fact that fact checkers are most likely untrained and unqualified hacks performing this is someone commenting, fact checks from the comfort of their bedroom in between posting far left political content and personal blogs and getting high.
Such a, oh my God, this is such a tell.
Wait a minute.
If we were playing poker, I would go all in and fucking own the house. That is such a tell. That is, they're getting a little too close. We gotta actually start addressing this shit. They found out we were selling little kids to fucking political people, and we were fucking dancing with owls, burning effigies, and having sex in the woods.
Did I send that to you? The Alex Jones court thing?
Yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Talk about epic.
Oh, and I love the whole UFC reaction.
Yeah.
Oh!
I thought that was a good touch.
That was so perfect.
Yeah, like the whole thing, for anyone, if you haven't seen it, if you're watching this and you haven't seen that, I don't know how that's possible, but the video clip of the prosecutor grilling Alex Jones, and he goes, is it true that, or you are on record of alleging that corporate elites and people in politics, or powerful elites, have how do you word it? Something along the lines of,
I'll just watch it.
Acted out and or conspired with child sex trafficking and grooming of children and women.
Got it.
And then he goes, "What do you mean? Like?" He goes, "What do you mean? Like?" He goes, "What do you mean? Like Jeffrey Epstein, the Clintons?"
Hold on.
Allegation that government officials are aiding
Yeah.
pedophilia, child trafficking, and the grooming of children. Right?
What do you mean, like what Jeffrey Epstein did with the Clintons?
I was like, "Well, he's not wrong."
And
There's also another thing they were trying to get him, something about his phone.
Oh,
they
yeah.
kept trying to grill him. It's like, you didn't give us your phone or something, or the phone that we requested. It's like, I gave you the phones. Like, there was 3 phones. They all were linked to the same number or something like that. The same text messages. He said, you said you never sent texts or something or other on this phone. It's like, I gave you the phone. It was like a circle thing going over. It's like, I don't, he goes, the prosecutor was like, did you in fact send this or whatever on the phone? It's like, I don't know. You have the phone.
Yeah. That's so
That's
fun.
that was a weird thing because Alex Jones's, that court case, it was a defamation trial.
Yeah.
So he couldn't defend himself in it, and he got, the family of Sandy Hook, they got awarded like $45.5 million. So, but somehow it was worked out where Alex Jones only has to pay like 13.5 or 13 point something million of it, which is still a lot, but
Yeah.
the whole the whole court case is weird watching it, because it was definitely not like Rittenhouse where you watch it and you're like, okay, now he gets to defend himself. This whole thing just felt like it was a witch hunt, like to put Alex Jones on trial and he couldn't defend himself and they're just going to throw everything they can at him.
I hope something sticks.
Yeah, especially because he's such a big name. He's got 20 plus years. And if Trump for sure runs again in 2024, they're not going to want any platform with a big name like that promoting for Trump. Like, they're not going to want
Oh,
that.
yeah, they're
gonna
trying.
wanna I guess what was said after they gave him the 45 mil as a fine, they said they wanted to destroy, someone in the court, I think the prosecuting team, someone on the team said they wanted just to bring InfoWars completely down, which is his company. They just wanted to destroy it, which they can't. but they said that's what they wanted to do. I'm like, wow, okay. But yeah, that whole thing.
Way to reveal the true colors. We're not actually here to get the family justice or solitude or peace or resolution for defamation of character. We're just here to fuck his life up.
Right. But anyway, going back, the
Fucking
UNESCO also provide evidence for anyone who encounters a real life conspiracy theorist in the flesh, like we're a fucking unicorn. According to the UN agency, you must not under any circumstance be lured into an argument with a conspiracy theorist. Quote, any argument may be taken as proof that they are part of the conspiracy and reinforce that belief. And the conspiracy theorist will probably argue hard to defend their beliefs. Instead, you must show empathy and avoid ridiculing them. And if you are a journalist, you must report them to the social media and contact your local or national press consul or press ombudsman.
So now we're gonna have monitors that will sit there and tattle on you.
1984.
That'll never be a rite of passage. I guess I'll never get to become a real trucker to get a blowjob from a toothless male lot lizard.
That's not what you were talking about before.
Welcome back. It's been a few weeks.
It's been 3 weeks.
I
It's
know.
been 3 weeks.
Well, if you count as 3 or more.
Yeah. It's been studio talk. It's now like travel talk. So
Pew pew. I don't even know the. It's a George W. Bush reference, I think, from Family Guy. A pew pew.
what we were talking about before
Oh, work. Yeah,
was
just work.
bullshit work in this last week.
Yep.
And the snowstorm that I'm sure everyone from the Northeast got, and some places got it worse than others.
You know, a buddy of mine actually said, I wish we would just get what Buffalo had and call it a season.
That's a horrible idea.
Well, he's actually. Cause have you seen Buffalo? It fucking looked like never happened.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
But they're used to that. Can you imagine something like the other end of the state?
Dude, half the fucking
The state
mid-state.
closed the night before, and we didn't get a single flurry. And I got a text on my phone. We're the school's closed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like both schools are closed.
A lot of schools were closed.
Yeah, and then we had one single flurry fall. I'm like, that's it. That's the storm. And really, all things considered, down the valley, they only got like,
That's
what,
better.
6
Look
inches?
around a dick.
Si-
Hey, how you doing?
They got like 6 inches down the valley. And up
Speaking
here,
of 6 inches.
some things never change.
Fuck you. We got a lot to make up for.
Yeah, we
Fuck
do.
you.
But up
Some
here,
things never change. That's what makes the fucking show.
That's true.
You're the serious. I'm the fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm serious satellite. Seriously stupid. That's this is gonna be
Seriously stupid.
the new name of the show. Seriously stupid. That has a stupid ring to it too.
I know. That's the worst
Might
part.
have to rebrand it.
Friday.
Thursday or Friday this week or the
Coming
following.
up.
All right.
So, shit. I forgot your gift. Josh.
Oh, that's fine.
Do you have yours for him?
Uh,
Take your pick. Just give me some. I'll pull something off the shelf. Gotcha.
just send him a pair of my
Uncle
underwear.
Charlie.
I'm gonna send him a
You're
pair.
going now.
I'm gonna send him a pair of my old underwear with the holes in it.
I wonder if he watches this.
I don't know. I don't even think I've ever sent him a link or anything. I
I'll
don't even
send-
know if he knows about it. I've never mentioned it at all. Have you?
No.
He probably doesn't.
We're
even fucking
terrible
know.
friends.
This is the 90th episode, and he has no fucking idea.
And we've known that guy for, oh my God, as long as we've been friends. No, I knew him. Yeah.
Yeah, about the same
19 years.
time. 2004. It was the same place
No,
I met you. I met him.
2003. 03.
No,
Yeah.
I joined Keymark in 04 though.
There's no way.
There is, because I graduated in 03. I went and worked at Price Chopper until
So
that
did I.
January of 04.
Oh.
And then from then to
04, you're right.
it
You're
was
right.
a year and a
you're
half
right.
I was there. And I went to college like a year into Keymark. Or I think it was.
Are you sure?
I am sure. 100%. Yeah, because I worked at Price Chopper for 4 months. And then
That's not right because I dropped out of college the first time in 2000, the second time in 2008, the January of 08. It was supposed to start the new season. I went to college for 3 years, remember? So 04, 05,
A lot of people go to college for
05,
7
06,
years.
07.
I know, they're called doctors.
I worked at Keymark for 2 years. It was 03, dude. It was right after high school.
I'm telling you. Well, I didn't. You might have, but I didn't. It was January of 2004. That's when I started. 'Cause I was at Price Chopper for 4 months before that, and I wanted more money. Chasing money, you end up at a fucking metal shop.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
More like a slave shop.
Yeah.
Thing is, they call fire. Had to grab the fire extinguisher.
I don't remember that.
We were pretty high. A lot.
I literally don't remember that. That might have
We
happened.
were there.
I'm not saying it didn't
You
happen.
remember knocking out the fucking dildo bat, but you don't remember the fucking filter on fire?
Okay, so the dildo bat. For
I
years,
can't believe you knocked it down.
yeah, for years,
Like 20
in
years.
this warehouse, there was this like toy bat that was up on a coat hanger or something, and it was up on the rafters of this place, and it's all the senior guys there cherished this thing, like, oh, it's such a memory.
it was
And
iconic.
It was up there for like 15, 20 years,
The
whatever
20
it was.
No, it went up to when they built the place in like 22, 23 years at
in
the time.
1868, but so that was up there a long time, and then Justin Hunt, right?
Just my spoons.
Yeah, so Justin Hunt, this goofball
Oh, I
of us
missed that
was,
fucker.
that was working there. He went over there with this large pole or something, and he knocked the
He
thing
threw
down.
it up there because we couldn't make a pole long enough. Remember?
Maybe it
We
was.
taped like 8 of those things together, and it was like it was too
So-
wobbly. So he's like,
So he knocks the bat down, which like completely.
JoJo,
It-
he fucking like he saw a tear in his eye.
So
Sorry,
it destroyed all the senior guys there. They were distraught.
I can't believe you knocked it down.
So
Who knocked the bat down? These fucking idiots. Whatever.
So to make it up to him,
We took 2 wads of tape.
We-
straight with styrofoam, the wrap styrofoam.
yeah,
We balled it up, taped them over. Then we made a giant shaft, taped the balls to the fucking shaft, and then wadded tape on the tip of it to make it look like a dick. A big old styrofoam, old masking tape dildo.
so it was like maybe a foot or so long.
It was probably like 16 inches.
I
Actually,
don't know. It was
huge.
It was long enough. So we put that on a hook and put it up there for him.
I wonder if it's still
I
there.
have no idea. I was just thinking that. I was like, I
We
have
walk in. Hey, you new here? Yeah. Just want to check something out.
You know what's
All
fucked?
right, I quit.
You know what's
Walk.
fucked? That other one, that bat was up there for 20 years, and that was what, 2005-ish? That's 17
Oh
years
my
ago. Can you imagine? What I like doing on this show is aging us and watching him go.
Hey, it's just fucking. Oh, it's.
You know what I was just thinking today? I was at work, and I was walking
pray
around,
away
and
the
for
gay.
whatever reason, it just popped into my head. I'm like, if I
Can't pray away the gay.
if I know, if I had a kid at 20, they'd be graduating this year, or they would have graduated actually last year. I thought about that. I was like,
I'm close.
yeah, you're a few years away.
26. You get to write more checks.
Yep.
No, military.
Oh yeah.
That's what his plan is. Military to get into the medical field.
Like MASH. In the army.
Yeah, he wants to go like paramedic, military paramedic, and then eventually transition back to the civilian world, PA. You know, something.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, practitioner.
Gonna go down with what's his face? Eagles are greater than eagles.
Guess who's it here? Or guess who's back? Hey guys, it's me. Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Well, he's like the Andy Dick of the political world. As soon as he walks into the party, he just fucking dies.
Biden Fetterman 2024. It's a no.
Did you hear? Oh, I didn't send you the video. I saw.
Oh,
There's a. I heard rumors that it was right wing joke satire where they're putting this big, I'm a Democrat. Please, Joe, don't run in 2024 because
Oh,
if you
I
run,
did.
Yeah, if you
is
run,
that a joke? I just saw that yesterday.
there's no confirmation. They're saying it's legit. Then there's people saying, "Oh, come on, the left wouldn't say that."
I did
We
see
hope
that.
Biden runs, and we're going to vote for him. Okay,
I did see that yesterday. And I'm like,
they don't want him to run because if he runs, and Trump runs. Well,
how much you want to fucking bet if he runs, he's gonna win again? I just with
It's not possible. The dude's going to be like 800 years old.
listen. With everything that's happened over the last month since the elections,
And the advancements in
before
medicals,
that,
in the environment, in the advancements in medical technology, there's no reason he couldn't live to be like 300.
they're gonna replace all his cells with nanobots. He's gonna be a fucking.
He's going to be the new Ricky Bobby.
He's gonna be he will be the first Borg. He's the Queen Borg.
Oh God! I spread my butt cheeks.
Oh,
On my
you
console.
will. And you're gonna go right on there. The Borg are gonna abduct you, and Biden's gonna go in there. And then you're gonna be on the little slab, and it's gonna fold into a V, and you're gonna bend over because you're gonna be on your stomach, and you're gonna angle up, and here comes the probe. Resistance is futile.
Resistance is erotic. I mean, futile. God damn it!
No. And there you go, Biden Fetterman.
Fetterman. Beefo.
It's Bifo.
Bifo. Yeah.
Bifet.
Oh God.
Sad.
Comical though.
But I did see that. I did see that video or whatever it was. Maybe it was just audio, but
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, it's all Democrats
But
talking about,
there's-
please, Joe,
Don't
don't
run.
run.
But I guess there's talk now.
That's
that-
got to be satire because they're
That's-
so balls deep in each other. It's like the that fucking party is like the human centipede. It's like the political centipede, but instead of a centipede, it's just a fucking donut. They're all connected to each other, and they just roll around.
Where does it start and where does it end?
It
I don't know.
doesn't. It doesn't matter 'cause no matter what,
Who's gonna eat?
you're getting the shit end of this. Who started eating?
It just keeps circulating.
But that's what it is. All the bullshit keeps circulating, and they just keep eating it.
Oh,
Feed me.
could you imagine what that poor
Oh,
girl?
did I have cuttlefish? COVID. Remember that? Remember that shit from way back?
Wait, COVID? What's that?
That's that thing. He's that guy. So, I'm sure you heard about the Project Veritas thing, right? Okay. So the Pfizer director talks about wanting to alter COVID for further profit. And that was the whole. Did you get like far into it? Like know anything specifically about it?
No, I just heard about the kind of poking and prodding of it aspect.
It's Pfizer working to make COVID more dangerous so it can sell more vaccines with a question mark. U.S. senators send letter to Pfizer CEO Borla after Project Veritas sting. This is hours after conservative group Project Veritas published a sting operation wherein Pfizer director Jordan Walker was heard claiming that the pharmaceutical company was mutating, quotes, the COVID-19 virus strains.
Didn't they have him wigging out on camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on camera. This is after whatever date he was on with whatever reporter from Project Veritas.
Yeah.
And they're talking about it, which is interesting. Like, how do you get on that discussion? It's like, tell me more about your job. Like, how do you not?
So what do you do for work? I'm a CEO of a pharmaceutical company. Really? Tell me all about Pfizer and the things you guys are doing. Wait,
Yeah.
how did you know about that? I'm so interested in you.
Okay,
I'll go.
that's pretty much how it was.
Oh, don't worry, guy.
I
we
guess
got
it was like
something
the
else.
second or third date.
I bet you afterwards, even after the flip out, he was like, should we still try?
So
Call me.
So the whole thing is, yeah. So he kind of spills the beans on what they do. I guess it says the investigative report suggests that Pfizer may be conducting gain of function research, which they dubbed it directed evolution. So it's like, well, it's not gain of function. It's kind of like the
We want to learn what we
Fauci thing. They're like, it's not gain of function. And we're just taking viruses and mutating them and seeing if we can create other for possible future strains so we could get ahead of the game creating other vaccines. Well, that's called gain of function. But it's not gain of function. You just fucking describe gain of function. That's not what we're doing.
That's like cutting a piece of wood saying, we're not cutting this wood to make it smaller. We're trying to get ahead of it just dying and falling apart.
You're drinking coffee out of a cup. It's not a cup. This is a cylindrical object that's empty inside with a bottom we can put liquids in to drink out of. And it also has a handle. A cup? No, it's not a cup.
It's empty inside? So what? It's my soul?
We can put things in. We just choose not to.
Well, at least not while I'm conscious. Fucker.
Yes.
I'm not taking that. Wait, it's the same coffee cup.
Find a happy place. Anyway,
Yeah.
to mute,
Away from the sodomy.
research to mutate SARS-CoV-2 virus to create additional, more potent variants and vaccines to combat future variants. What could fucking go wrong?
That's like seeing which drink to put the roofie in for the fastest effect. Okay, beer. She drank the whole thing. She's still conscious. Okay, vodka. She drank the whole thing. She's still conscious. Okay, chloroform. Oh, she took one whiff and passed out.
Cool. All right, so it's in between vodka and chloroform.
Do you have cookies? Or brownie? Or something? I got a sudden
What are you,
sweet tooth.
high?
No, I'm not. Fuck you. No, I'm not high. I'm tired. I'm tired. Just give me some. I need a sugar. I need sugar. Give me something, fucker.
Hold on, people.
Please and thank you. I'm a bougie bitch.
Luckily behind me.
Is a fridge of wonder. And I can't eat ice cream. Don't give me an ice cream sandwich. What is that?
Don't know.
I don't want a popsicle.
You want a popsicle?
I'll take a popsicle. Fuck it. I don't want to hear no fucking cracks on how I suck it. All right.
You don't have to. You did yourself. Hey, buddy, welcome back. We're back to a two-person panel.
Welcome back. What? Oh no! It's a crayon.
Oh, I know what that's.
There's no like, decent way to eat this on air.
What are you doing?
Fuck. One weekend fuck, one episode we eat crickets. This time I'm orally satisfying this popsicle.
Orally. Orally.
I would hit my teeth.
Don't scrape.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, you alright, buddy? It's okay. I know how to wake him up. Right in the pee hole. It's cold and numbing. And sugarly
Feel in
satisfying.
the back of my ears. It's fucking gross. Mm-hmm. I gotta get Rich back up here too. He got a hold of me like a month ago. He's like, "Oh, I gotta come up and do another show." It's been like 7 months, I think, the last time he did a show.
I bought the car off him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I bought that a car they were selling.
Oh, I didn't even know they were selling the car. Mm-hmm. No, but yeah, he's like, "Yeah, when I get back from a vacation," and then he disappeared.
Bought it for the big one for his first car.
Your wife?
No.
Oh,
$500.
that's it?
Yeah. Fucking steal.
Jeez. What was wrong with it?
Nothing. Needs a lower control arm in the rear end.
Oh, well, that's nothing.
It needs me to work on its rear end.
All right, well, you're fine. You're fine with that.
Butt stuff.
I mean, you gonna wear that shirt while you work on it?
I just might. Let's talk about a lot of fucked up shit in the world, huh? Jesus.
Yeah, talk about butt stuff. Trump possibly getting indicted. Possibly getting
What's the 80th time
indicted.
they're going to guarantee he's in trouble?
Something like that. Banks failing. And what the hell else? The Restrict Act and
School
Patriot Act of
shootings.
Tech. I'll get the shooting thing out of the way first because
Yeah.
I'm not going to cover that a lot. specifically because on YouTube, maybe I'll cover it. Maybe I'll talk about it a little bit at the end of the show, because then I'll just cut it off the YouTube one and just keep it on for the Rumble.
I gotcha.
Because YouTube, because of the fact it involves a trans, and there's a manifesto, and there's a lot of things involved with it. YouTube being YouTube will probably put a strike on the channel. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or at the very least, just delete the video. So I wanted to talk about it, but there's a few other like prominent podcasts that are like, no, I'm not going to touch it. So I'm like, well, if these bigger ones that generate money aren't going to touch it, probably a safe bet that I shouldn't really talk about it.
I mean, when you got nothing else to lose, what's wrong with gambling with it? The next channel, if that happens, we'll just switch spots and call it a different show.
I'll wear a hat backwards. Like, wait a minute, are these the same guys? Nope, I don't think so.
That one's
I'll
wearing a
use
hat.
that background finally. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, there's that, and I do have.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We could touch on that at the end.
And Jane Fonda says "Murder the Right," which that was. Did you look that up? I think I sent that to you.
You sent it to me. I watched that video, but I haven't had much of a chance to really dive into some of these things.
The return of racial segregation from the black community, which is interesting. Oh, jeez.
I put words in my mouth. It's slippery.
Yeah, so quick rundown of the show. And there's a few other things mixed in there, but the Trump thing, yeah. This is You think that's what Stormy Daniels was talking about? Is that what she heard? Is that what she was doing? What was that, 2006?
I don't fucking remember.
It was 2006 when the whole thing happened, and then 2016 when their manifesto came out about the hush money thing, the accusation.
What kind of match won't light a candle?
I don't know.
A wrestling match.
No, but it might light a table.
The
The thing with the whole thing is what he's being accused of is a misdemeanor in New York State. And with statute of limitations in New York State, a misdemeanor you can only go back 2 years. And now the hush money deal is 2016. That's way beyond the statute of limitations.
Yep.
So there's nothing they can do there. And because Cohen wasn't reimbursed by Trump there was nothing taken out of any campaign funds, anything like that. There was no money given back to Cohen. That's why Cohen was so pissed off, because actually Cohen ended up doing prison, because that's a whole other story. So Cohen basically became.
Keep this bitch quiet 'cause she sucked his dick and I go to jail for it?
What the fuck? I guess I'd be pissed too. But that's like Cohen became a never Trumper. Cohen was in his camp in the beginning for the first presidential run, and then now he's like a never Trumper.
But how many people get to say, I paid for fucking the president to get banged?
No, I paid for the broad to shut her fucking mouth. And then she didn't anyway.
Not many people get to keep that. Not many people get to say that in their lifetime.
It's true. Well, Monica. Chips for good behavior. All right, wait. Behavior microchips for kids. Buying child tracking chip implant. What? That's on Amazon. Of course it is. Why the fuck not? What did they talk about before that? I was singing the Mickey Mouse Club theme, and then
MSCKEYMOUSE.
I don't know. Whatever I was talking about. There's no way to segue, so.
I got a mouse tool for you.
Yeah. I said that like I was actually interested.
That would explain a few things.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, what else? You know what time it is. We came here. What the fuck?
God, we look like we're fucking stuck in 2002 or something. Just fucking stupid.
All we need is some Janko jeans.
No one's gonna. No one's gonna fuck. No one takes us seriously. But no one's really gonna take us seriously.
Seriously? Stupid.
This is fucking stupid.
But stuff. We got to do it. You know what? We should really like go through and watch all of our podcasts again and just pick out catchphrases and just do a whole episode. Butt stuff. Now I got a question. I got something for you.
What?
Next time you take a poop.
You already told me this.
Yeah. Folks at home, next time you take a poop, look in that toilet before you wipe and put toilet paper on top of it.
To cover up your shame.
And then I want you to think to yourself, wow, that came out of me. That means something that big can go inside of me. You will never, ever look at your poop the same again. Every time you look, you be like, oh man, I could definitely satisfy someone who's well endowed. Like Hulk Hogan once said, that'll definitely take care of a toilet torpedo.
Welcome back, everybody.
Remember that episode when he flushes the toilet?
Last weekend we went and saw, because it's all over the news, and I was like, well, I want to see this flick. So we went and saw The Sound of Freedom. That was a heavy movie.
Very well done.
It was well done. It was this minor criticism I had, which I had the same, I think I have the same for a lot of movies nowadays. It was like 15 minutes too long. It could have been a little shorter. They could have cut a little bit out here and there. Nothing that would have affected the story, but I had the same gripe when I went and saw the new Indiana Jones movie. I was like, yeah, it was good.
I remember
But
that.
then, with the Indiana Jones flick, like the way the movie starts is like the end of an Indiana Jones movie. Like you're at the end of one adventure, and it
They're riding off into the sunset.
Yeah, it picks up at the very start of the next adventure. So
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense. It's like, all right, well, the Indiana Jones adventure is about the same length, and plus it's like Johnstown theater seats.
Yeah.
And they're notoriously not comfortable. But I didn't really pay that much attention in Sound of
By
Freedom.
no means are we saying it's a bad place to go enjoy a film. It actually is a good place to go enjoy a
As
film.
long as it's under 2 hours.
Yeah. After that, the seats do become uncomfortable. I'll give you that.
But
Sound of Freedom.
The exception of the rule is Sound of Freedom, where I didn't really pay much attention to the uncomfortable seats. That movie was heavy, which I think anyone who's already seen it knows. It was incredible.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, there'll be some spoilers. It was incredibly heavy for obvious reasons. One, as the little girl in the movie, all I could do the entire time was superimpose my daughter's face on her. So it just made it that much worse. It's getting a lot of gripe in the media right now. From left-wing media. One is there's a lot of left-wing media that's saying the whole movie is fake. Now, initially they're like, well, the movie's fake. It's like, well, yeah, it's a dramatization. It's not a documentary, which we already talked about. It's like, this movie's not the documentary. Mel Gibson, actually, they're coming out with a documentary, a 4-part docuseries based after Tim Ballard, the officer.
The agent in the movie, yep.
Based after the I guess mission, for lack of a better term, that they went on during the movie. So that's what that docuseries is about. This movie is a dramatization of that
Story.
Of that story. So initially, I'm like, well, yeah, it's a movie, so there's drama in it. Of course, it's not. But they're saying that Tim Ballard never did any of that, like any of it. Did you listen to the Tim Pool episode?
Yeah,
okay,
I did.
So you got like the stories behind the stories, which is like, holy shit.
Yeah, some of them was like that. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, because watching that podcast or that episode of Tim Pool, having already sat down and watched the movie. Now, I did the same thing you did to an extent. I don't have a daughter. I do have 2 sons. I put myself, like, I found myself in that mindset, like what would have happened. Here I am, a father. Who doesn't want to see their kids become successful? Who doesn't want to see their kids have an amazing life? And the movie starts out with exactly that. A woman approaching a father about
Your daughter is gonna be like she promised her the stars, the moon,
Yeah.
the world, everything. It's like she's gonna be great.
And then she ends up taking on the little girl's brother, and hence the story begins.
yeah,
You know, I would love for my kids to literally have it made before they hit the real world,
right.
because then they never have to go through the hardships that we've had to endure. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, starving, homeless. No, like living paycheck to paycheck. You know, making sure you have rent, making sure there's enough food in the house, making sure your bills are paid. You can't pay this bill. Well, what bill do I skip so I can pay this bill because I need my car to have a job?
Right.
That's the hardships I mean. I don't want to see my kids go through that. No parent wants to see their kids go through that.
Right.
So yeah, any parent in their right mind sees an opportunity, what they think is a genuine opportunity to get their kids on a path that will lay out a life for them that you could only have ever wished for. Who wouldn't want to take that opportunity? So, but then watching the rest of the movie, like I said, I watched the movie, and like I said, there was moments where it's like it was hitting, and it felt heavy. But then for the most part, I kept myself in the mindset, this is just a movie telling a story, a dramatization of actual events. But then watching the Tim Pool episode and hearing the stories behind the stories, it's like, well, goddamn.
Yeah.
That made that as much of a dramatization as that movie was. The stories behind, if you watch the Tim Pool, put the link in the description or whatever. If you watch that episode to hear some of the stories, some of the things he saw, some of the things he like, there was something he talks about going in and seeing stuff happening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't
Initially, he would go into different scenarios, and basically it'd be like being an undercover.
Yeah.
Like you have to go into the lion's den, so to speak, and report on what you are seeing, but you can't intervene in any way because then the whole sting is blown.
Yep.
That's got to be fucking hard.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, then you hear some of the stuff he's talking about that he's actually seen, witnessed, some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes and behind the stories that this event is based off of, and it's like, holy fuck. So
Let's get this documented. So you saw a homeless guy's wiener.
I saw a homeless guy's wiener. I saw a couple having sex in a car, and I saw
With the homeless guy?
Nope.
Was the homeless guy involved?
No.
Wow.
No, and I saw a hit and run.
Did the homeless guy get hit?
No.
Oh.
Some
Oh my god. Wait, the couple having sex hit the homeless guy.
no.
Damn it.
No,
They're not involved at all?
no.
hate
These
this
are all
story.
three separate. These are three separate incidences. Okay.
How do you? So wait, did you see the person who did the hit and run?
Uh,
So if not,
no. All I
It's
saw.
like a Chappelle stand-up thing. It's like, oh shit. Just sprinkle some crack on him.
No. So the hit and run. I don't know. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Wait
with
a
this
minute. Did you hit someone and run?
person. No. No. So I was driving in my area. I won't give any specifics.
Why?
Because they kept going. And the person I was
They. Is that how we identify now? Is that your pronoun now?
I
You're a they?
I saw it from about 3/4 of the football away, and there was like about a football field away.
3/4 of
Yeah, whatever. For fuck's sakes, you want to hear the story or not?
Yes, but hold on.
All right.
I gotta make fun of this one
6
thing.
inches from my face.
3/4 of a football away.
Are we talking about the homeless guy's wiener or the car accident? Come on, Emma,
It's
get it
not
right.
like both.
Oh
Yes.
god, the homeless guy's wiener caused you to hit somebody, and then
No,
and then
so-
you had sex with a dead body. That was a couple. I solved the mystery. Where's the mystery machine?
How did you get that close to a homeless guy's wiener?
The other thing Joe doesn't.
They won't let me take her in the bath. You're supposed to give her a bath, not get in with her. Back in my day, the kids used to rub my hair and legs and soon X-Men under pressure.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
I grew up in the black streets of Los Angeles.
Oh my god, Biden has
He was raised by 5 different ethnicities.
Yeah, he has his lies or misremembers, whatever you want to call them, are
Stroke-offs, I like to call them.
Yeah. They're on the scale of Hogan lies. I mean, they are majestic, some of these. I mean, Hogan, if anyone doesn't know the list of Hogan lies, there's a plethora of them out there. But just to rattle some off, like Hulk Hogan once claimed that he wrestled 400 nights a year. His explanation for it was in his traveling from the States to Japan, the time difference, he would land in one place technically the day before or the same day as what he left another, and then he'd wrestle both days. So in this stretch of, say, I don't know, 25, 28, 30 hours, it technically was the same day in his eyes, I guess. So that counted as I wrestled twice or 3 times or whatever in that day, or 3 days worth. It's like, well, I left here at 11 and showed up here at actually 7 before, so I wrestled again. Somehow. Another one was Elvis was a huge Hulkamaniac. Elvis died in 1973, I believe. Hogan didn't start wrestling until 1977. So that's another one. He was supposed to play bass guitar for Metallica. There's another one. He was the original face of the George Foreman grill. The reason George Foreman got it was because he missed a phone call, and then they moved on to George Foreman. Oh, Mike Tyson was afraid to fight Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, and when he slammed Andre the Giant, he said he broke, I don't know the numbers, I'm just throw one out there. It was multiple, like 7 or 13 vertebrae in his back. He goes, oh, I felt them all crack up down my back when I slammed him. He was somewhere around 700 pounds or something when he slammed him, which he wasn't, but. So that's just some of the lies. There's like there's a laundry list of them. They're magical. Do yourself a favor. It's a treat to read through them. You're like, wow. Especially if
Send me a link.
If you're a wrestling fan and you even like halfway know the history of wrestling and numbers and whatnot, you go through them and it's like, wow, I didn't know this. I'm educated now.
You're gonna have to send me a link.
I will. They're mad. Actually, there's an episode from a long time ago. Me and Rich went through Hogan lies. Like the whole episode is just us going through Hogan lies. But okay,
I might remember that.
So that was like episode. It must have been the 40s or 50s. I don't know, something like that. So those are Hogan lies, but Biden's lies lately have been right up there, and boy, they're magical as well. So the whole thing came about because Joe Biden skipped the 9/11 memorial. First president in 22 years to do that. He was in Anchorage, Alaska. Apparently, his flight from, is it North? I don't know if it was Vietnam. I think it was Vietnam. Was they were running low on fuel, so they had to refuel. Fine. A lot of people's argument was leave the day before then. Like if it takes that long to get back over here, and you know you're not going to make it, like no president since 9/11, they've skipped the Memorial Day for 9/11.
Yeah.
So he did. He was in Anchorage refueling, so he missed it. You can argue whether or not it was a valid excuse to miss it. That's not the point. For me, anyway, that's not the point. The point is what came out of his mouth during it. One thing, when he was over at this meeting, once again he falls asleep. He's got the slew of just like mishaps and what he's talking about and everything. That's a whole other thing. But when he was talking in Anchorage on 9/11, he's fact checked. He claimed he was at Ground Zero the day after 9/11. CNN, again, politics. In a speech to service members and first responders on the anniversary of the terrorist attacks on 9/11, President Joe Biden falsely claimed he was at Ground Zero the day after the Twin Towers fell in Manhattan. Biden, returning from a whirlwind trip to Asia, said in his Monday remarks at the military base in Alaska, "I join you on this solemn day to renew our sacred vow. Never forget, never forget. We never forget. Each of us, each of those precious lives stolen too soon when evil attacked. Ground Zero in New York. I remember standing there the next day and looking at the building, and I felt like I was looking through the gates of hell. It looked so devastating because of the way from where you could stand." It's a Bidenism. First fact, Biden was not at Ground Zero the day after 9/11. He actually went to Ground Zero 9 days after the attacks. He was actually on the Senate floor that day. A White House official then emailed his comment in the condition of anonymity. The president first visited the World Trade Center 9 days after September 11th because he was part of a bipartisan delegation from the Senate. Another false claim about his past. It's possible, of course, that Biden genuinely misremembered the visit to Ground Zero when visit to Ground Zero occurred. As president, though, he has repeatedly made false claims about his past. He did it 3 times in a single speech last month, falsely claiming to have witnessed a bridge collapse in Pittsburgh in 2022. He actually visited the site more than 6 hours after the collapse, falsely claiming his grandfather had died just days prior to his own birth at the same hospital. His parental grandfather died more than a year prior in another state. And again repeating a long debunked false story about a supposed conversation with an Amtrak conductor who was deceased at the time that his story would have taken place. But that one I'm like, well, maybe he was talking to him. Maybe he was sitting on his couch just having a conversation.
I see dead people.
With a dead person.
Actually, I got a joke for you.
Okay.
I got a joke for you. What does The Sixth Sense and Titanic have in common?
I don't know.
I see dead people.
Yes, that's true. In 2021 and 2022, he falsely claimed to have been arrested during a civil rights protest. He had previously said merely that an officer had taken him home from a protest. Falsely claimed he used to drive an 18-wheeler. The White House once said that he, at one time, had a job driving a different vehicle, being a school bus. Falsely, he claimed he had visited the Pittsburgh synagogue where worshipers were killed in 2018 in a 2018 mass shooting. He had spoken to its rabbi by phone and had not actually gone. He had falsely also claimed that he had visited Iraq and Afghanistan as president. He made repeated visits as a senator and vice president, but not as president. Told a false story involving a late relative and a Purple Heart, and he had falsely described his interactions decades ago with late Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir. He also claimed, just the other day too, this one just popped out just this last week, the other day he claimed he used to teach at the University of Pennsylvania. He also, there's a story of him talking about when, this is when the whole LGBTQ movement was like hot and heavy, like right when it was getting into its like peak. He had that.
Oh yeah, when they're about the climax.
Right when it was about to climax, he had that speech talking about how his father dropped him off at school or something like that, and he goes, "I saw 2 men well dressed, and they kissed each other, and I looked over at my dad, and I said, 'What is that?' And my dad said, 'Son, that's love.'" Apparently, that was nowhere near any taking place at all.
I'm terrible at lying, but you should believe everything I said because it's 100% true.
It was Vietnam. That's where he was in. In Vietnam, when he was over there, he also, when he was out on stage, when he was taking questions from the journalists and press, he just blatantly said that, "Oh, I'm just doing," whatever it was, he said something along the lines of, "I'm just doing what I'm told." And then he goes, "I was told I'm taking questions from 5 different people, and everyone else, if you didn't get your questions in, then you don't get anything."
Joe, stop reading the hint cards.
Yeah, he said, while saying if there was any other people who hadn't spoken yet, he was calling on them, or he wasn't calling on them, and claims he was given 5 people to call on quote, I'm just following my orders. And then the staff proceeded to cut his mic off as he was just talking, basically following his orders. Like, no, don't read that part. They cut his mic off and just kind of ushered him off the stage.
Oh, no, I meant illegal immigrants. 20 unlicensed immigrants. Because they're not illegal.
They could be unlicensed weapons.
They're undocumented. Illegal is politically incorrect now.
Is it really? Says who?
Says the left.
Illegal immigrants is politically...
It's undocumented refugees.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Undocumented refugees. Illegal immigrants. They are immigrating here. Illegally entering the country.
No, the way they'll say it, they are entering the country by unlawful means. Seeking refugee. Seeking refuge. Or asylum.
I mean, why not? At this point, why the fuck not? I'm not.
I mean, it's okay if I rob a bank because I'm trying to feed my family. I'm not robbing a bank. I'm unknowing. I am. How do I say this? I am forcefully.
I was going to say
reallocating their finances to my family's financial benefit.
I mean,
you're welcome. I swear, if I hear about this in a fucking court case where a bank gets robbed,
I wouldn't be.
It's gonna happen because we make jokes.
I would not be shocked. I mean,
holy shit!
Hochul just signed that what is it? The clean slate.
Yeah,
that just went. Which it was in the paper and I read it and I skimmed through and got to the paragraph where they actually talked about it. It's clean slate, but it's I think 7 years for felony and 3 years for misdemeanor, except like sexual misconduct, murder, and
but see
something else.
Okay,
it was like serious things where it's like, all right, well,
okay, but
everything else is going to be sealed records.
Here's the thing,
right?
Where's the gray area? Where's the fine line? Where do you draw the line in the sand? 17-year-old Jimmy John over here decides to sleep with 15-year-old Bobby Sue, and mommy and daddy find out and have Jimmy John arrested for statutory rape. That's a felony.
But that's what it is then. I mean, you might not like it, but that's what it is.
But it's
right?
But
that's not the clean slate argument. That's just the law. Now you're arguing that specific law. It's like, yeah, well, it might have been consensual between those two, but it's still against the law.
Yeah, no, I know.
So, unfortunately for Jimmy John or Jimmy Jenga or whatever.
Django Unchained?
Yeah. Unfortunately for him.
You mean they, them, you insensitive asshole.
Zimzer. Actually, there's no way to say. Well, actually, I was going to segue this when we were talking about the him, her.
Zimzer. Yeah, Zimzer.
Is the woke non-binary getting pulled over by the police? I think I sent you this video.
Which one?
You'll see. I'll open it up right now because it's fun.
I've watched them all.
Yeah,
but you kind of dipped down for a little bit during this whole process transition.
Yeah.
But now I was like, oh, okay, I'm back up like 4 or 5.
No, I just got changed around. I just moved here like 2 months ago.
Okay, wait a minute.
I just got changed around.
Full stop. If
she must be posting
this video, it's made its rounds. It's been on Steven Crowder. They've talked about it and everything. I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. But the whole thing is this lady is drunk driving and she gets pulled over by a police officer. And I can't really explain it. Just play it.
Okay. Do you understand what's going on, though? Yeah. You're going into oncoming traffic.
I know, and I just decided that it was better just to turn around and really
Okay.
and I'm sorry. I just have like really bad social anxiety and stuff.
Oh, it gets better.
Whenever you're asking for stuff.
Okay, well, we're past that. Just go
Okay, pause. So far, we're going to go through this whole thing, but I'm going to pause throughout it. So far, she has social anxiety, and she's also an indigenous person. Now, if you've seen this video, which I think most everybody have seen this at this point, she doesn't look very indigenous.
No.
Maybe she's indigenous like me. Like I have Native American in me that's like 9 generations back.
Okay.
So very little.
So she's a 1%er.
Yeah, she's a 1%er like me, but not the good kind of 1%. Like me.
I thought you loved being a part of the Black Motorcycle Club, the 1%ers.
Yeah.
I think that's the wait.
Like the black cock water I'm drinking right now. Go.
I don't know if you can say black cock
Water.
on a podcast.
No, that's what it is. It's the black cock.
Pussy willow.
Pussy willow. That's right. Go.
Right back here, please. Miss Perry? Am I...
I'm non-binary, so
This is 3.
What do you go by?
it's Kai.
How can I refer to you tonight? Kai? Okay. Hey, I'm smelling alcohol.
No,
How much have you consumed tonight?
probably 3 drinks.
I need to run you through some tests right now.
So
Stand
3.
next to me,
That was
please.
probably right before she left the bar.
I also have very bad social anxiety.
You and me both. Okay? Any recent head trauma, traumatic brain injuries, anything I need to know about?
Mental, yes.
Mental, yes.
And now at this point, we all know.
I can't say it. She's
Yeah, she's a little retarded. I like how you whisper it into the microphone.
Just like trying to intimidate me.
I don't know how I'm trying to do that. This is the test.
As you know, as an indigenous person, and there's a bunch of going around. I'm sorry, but it's just for me to be on my toes.
I get you.
Do you remember that I told you that I'm non-binary?
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. I'll refer to you as Kai, right?
Yes.
Perfect. I need to know if you have any injuries or anything that would prevent you from doing a standard walk or a turn today.
Mental health.
Any physical injuries?
Mental, yeah.
oh God.
She's really driving home the whole mental issue, which I think everyone watching is like, yes, you are mental.
She's trying to get out of a fucking
Oh,
drunk
she
driving.
is using every
She's
left
literally played every
tactic.
card so far.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Yes.
I get you.
What else?
Now with your right foot, place it in front of your left in a heel-to-toe touching manner with your arms by your side, just like this, ma'am.
No, call me ma'am, please.
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, well,
Okay.
it means a lot to me.
I'm trying my
I
hardest.
don't feel like a man, so
Okay.
it's kind of triggering.
Oh God, he said ma'am. It's ma'am.
You know what's funny? It's no, not funny, but I have to commend the police officer because he's trying his hardest to be as polite as possible.
It sounds like he wants
and
to
be as
laugh.
non-aggressive as possible.
It sounds like he wants to laugh.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, come on.
I mean, mental. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll try
you
my
and me
hardest.
both. Social anxiety is like you and me both.
You and me both. Like he wants to laugh at her.
Right foot in front of your left. Nope, go back.
I'm sorry, but the whole man thing just like
Ma'am.
Apologize. Let's see if we can move forward from it. You have 0 questions?
no, but I just want to tell you that I suffer from really bad anxiety, especially with generational trauma and PTSD around white people and
I can't look in a mirror.
it's just
I'm going to speak with you right over here, okay? Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back.
don't, dude,
Don't make it hard.
please.
Don't make it hard.
No,
No.
you're
You're going to get a resist.
dude,
You're going to get a
I
resist.
don't.
Don't resist.
Don't.
Listen to me. Don't resist.
Don't. You're being a white man and
You're being a white man. Pause. I like how you're being a white man. I'm sorry, I can't help that. You're being a white man
And that's it.
is indigenous species.
Hold on.
like as an indigenous person, like you guys. You guys are scaring me.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yes, there is. It's going.
What's going on?
Please tell me there's a part 2. I want to see her get slammed into the... Oh, no. All right.
So why'd y'all call? So like, what happened? What's going on? What's going on?
There you go.
So that video has been circulated.
It's... Oh, my God, dude. And there's another start. There's another start. That's going to be the one where you see somebody screaming in the parking lot because they feel like they're being oppressed or... there's something being done to offend them. Stop being a white man, all right? Stop being a white man. It's like,
well, that's already...
Stop being a rapist. Stop being a pedophile. Stop being a white man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great, cool. Add that to the fucking list of fuck yous.
I know. Now, if the roles were reversed, if it was anybody, doesn't matter what they are subscribed to, if they went, you're being a black man.
Stop being a black man. Stop being an African. Stop being a Chinese woman. Stop being a Jewish.
What would happen?
Oh my fucking God.
What would fucking happen? This is one of the things I wanted to get your just reaction on. And I heard this on Tim Pool, and it was funny because I was listening to it and I had the exact same reaction the minute I heard it as every guy on the show, or really everyone else. Hannah Claire brought it up in passing, and all the guys on the show went, "What?" And they looked it up. And I did the same. It was funny because like, I'm sure everyone that was listening to the show, all in unison around the country, went, "What?" Target is selling home insemination kits.
You can get those in the kitchen and appliances aisle. It's called a turkey baster.
But when she said it in passing. She said it in passing. And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's like I was at Target the other day because they was talking about something else." And there's like, she goes, "I was at Target the other day and I saw it was like I was passing the home insemination kits." And everyone was like, "What?" And they looked it up as I was looking it up on my phone and I was listening to it. And sure enough, $50 at Target. Are you looking it up? You can buy. Hey, just in case you want to drive
Freedom Fertility at home insemination.
In case you want to drive home the idea of I don't need no man.
So it comes with a semen sample?
I don't know. Everyone's asking.
Comes
with
a semen sample? I'm sure that's not the only thing that's going to be coming.
When I bring this thing up, when I just say, "Hey, you know what Target sells?" Everyone asks, "Does it come with the semen?" I'm like, I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to find out.
All right. What's it come with?
Charlie is... Oh, God.
Do yourself a favor. Look it up right now.
Go to the Target website. It looks like a cup of yogurt.
I still... What is that, cottage cheese?
Oh, dear God. Look at the applicator.
What about so if they're transitioning,
It even shows you where to put it.
If they're transitioning, does it go up their
beehole.
other pee hole?
The beehole. It goes in the beehole. All right, here we go. Details. We're going to read this out. How it works.
I think we all know. But go ahead.
Highlights. Bulletin point 1. How it works. Trying can be trying. That's why this simple at-home system was thoughtfully designed with both parties in mind. Bulletin point 2.
Now, hold on. This is the kind of thing, remind me when you started talking like that, where you have like a couple in a park on a sunny day with smiles throwing a ball back and forth or some shit like that.
A commercial?
Yeah. It's one of those like pharmaceutical commercials where they're showing some bullshit that has 16 pages of side effects. Go ahead.
Bulletin point 2. Applicators. A comfort grip for one-handed hold, rounded tip for comfort, release, and extended barrel for deposit ease. They can have extended barrels, but I can't on my AR?
Go fucking figure. That's more dangerous.
Think of all the children that are going to be drowned. Oh, God. Am I buying an insemination kit or a gun? Listen to Bulletin point 3. Collection clip. Oh, cup. I can't read.
He's from the Mediterranean.
Bulletin point 3. Collection cup. A slanted scoop for no wasted spillage. I don't know why that word just gets... A slanted scoop for no wasted spillage and rounded bottom to ensure no semen is left behind.
Where's it? Jeez.
Bulletin point 4. Developed with fertility specialist. Bulletin point 5. Made in the USA.
Oh, I was going to say China.
So, hey, fuck this. I'm done with the whole voices thing. Simple as collect, insert, wait 5 to 15 minutes. What am I, fucking making ramen on the stove? Holy shit.
But water and cover it, let it sit.
Okay, trying can be trying. That's why this simple at-home system was thoughtfully designed with fertility specialists with both parties in mind. It includes 2 one-time use applicators with a comfort grip plus extended barrel to comfortably deliver semen.
Bullshit.
Plus
you just wash that shit in the washing machine or the dish.
Plus one reusable sperm cup with a slanted scoop plus rounded bottom to ensure no semen is left behind. Specifications, number of pieces 3, health facts, non-toxic, includes syringes collection cup. It does not include semen.
Okay, but this said for both parties. So what is this for? Is this for maybe like someone with erectile dysfunction? Maybe?
But here's the thing.
Like why?
So, okay.
Why?
Okay, so all right, I'm trying to think about this from a non-left.
So I'm trying to just straight up like, okay, let's be
okay, I got you.
as bipartisan as possible.
I got you.
Or nonpartisan.
We're pushing 40.
Yes.
You know, you let's say you decide, you know what? I want the snip.
Right.
Let me skeet into a Dixie cup and throw it in the freezer.
Cup.
Okay, you want to
into the freeze.
A cup.
Is this what we're doing now? Or?
I don't know. And year goes by, you've had the snip, you know, you're shooting blanks, and Mrs. goes, I really would like another baby. I got you, babe. Let me run to the Target. You throw that shit in the microwave.
I'll just get a kitten. You throw that shit in the microwave. Microwave just fries.
I mean, what button do you hit? The potato, the pizza, the popcorn? Popcorn, because you want that shit to bounce.
Probably vegetables, because that's what's going to end up with all the kids that come out of that microwave.
I would assume that it is something like that. You know, people do have their semen frozen, and they ask if they bring it to a fertility bank. Hey, hold on to this. They can now, I guess, because artificial insemination is expensive, very expensive. Let's be honest.
Only $50.
I mean,
I know.
In vitro.
Yes, right.
Or whatever. Before this, you're paying a few grand every visit you go. So this to me seems like hey, Hulkamania over here, skeet into this cup because we'll give you $1,000 and we're gonna freeze it because we might want kids down the road.
I'm trying to think of a good analogy. This is kind of like the flip phone back in the early 2000s. Before that, or even the late 90s.
Yeah.
Before that was the big
Zach Morris cell phone.
Yeah, and you had to be rich as fuck, and barely anybody had it. But then the flip phone came out. It's like everyone can afford it now. Yeah. Well, instead of in vitro, now we have the at-home insemination kit. So everyone can afford it.
I'm assuming
$50, and you could just.
A person with erectile dysfunction, obviously, they're not going to be able to ejaculate.
No, they still can.
Like a dribble out of a floppy hose?
I mean, it would still come out, wouldn't it? You'd have to
smush the shit in there then.
I mean, kind of like toothpaste at the bottom of your tube. You just have to do this to get it out.
I don't want to come tonight, babe. It hurts. Give me the fucking toothpaste tube already. Ow! 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 I got a little near the tip.
Just get 2 rolling pins and
right on the toothbrush.
What the fuck are we talking about?
What are you? Gang rape. 9 out of 10 people enjoy it.
That's true.
It's been fun, YouTube.
Merry Christmas.
See you on Rumble or
There you go, guy.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right, you got a knife?
Don't do it, man. I'll take it back. Well, there's that. And there's this.
Oh, I forgot your gift, man.
And there's this.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweet? Looking like Ben missing one of my feet.
Pretty soon.
I'm sorry, Ben.
What the fuck? You have to thank him next time you see him.
Yeah.
For all the good times.
Thanks for the comedy gold, homie.
And
Oh my god, you know, I want to go home and get mine now. I forgot yours.
he's gonna go home and drown himself.
2 Spanish from Spain for right
I don't even remember what it.
right Mega Man. I am Mega Man. Sounds like a what was the knockoff game, the one with Jackie Chan, the Nintendo game.
Hong Kong '97.
What was that song again? How did it go?
Oh shit! It'll pop into my head in a second.
Hold on a second. And I feel like hold on, I got this.
It's just that loop over and over and over and over.
97 song. Oh my god! It was the first thing that popped up in the search.
Of course, it's notorious. Just forever. The game starts and
with this song.
This is what you hear, and you don't even get a break. It just plays through the intro, the title screen, and the game, and it just goes.
Everything non-stop, folks.
I have the game. It's on my emulator.
Yes,
We played it.
All right. Well,
Go ahead, open it, fucker.
you dude.
Everyone's waiting to see. Everyone wants to know.
Oh my god, vacuum sealed. Holy shit.
Yeah, it came in. It's like a giant potato chip. So
I paused my game to be here. That's awesome, dude.
I figured.
You still have to break it, dude. Feel how stiff that is.
I know. I got it. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's about as stiff as me after a Cialis.
Wasn't gonna do a show originally. I was like, let's
yeah,
take
yeah.
Christmas weekend off. Then beginning of the week,
Colorado.
yeah, news drops on Colorado removing Trump from the ballot for the primaries. And I when I heard it, I'm like, for what? Like, because one, just that alone, I'm like, that's fucking crazy. But I was like, all right, for what? And the reason was for fucking incitement.
Insurrection.
Insurrection, inciting insurrection.
Inciting the insurrection, yes. Which he was proved innocent on.
It's not even proved innocent. They're claiming it was from the 14th, I think, Section 2 or 3 of the 14th Amendment
Yeah.
in the Constitution, which specifically was put in the Constitution after the Civil War.
For the Confederates.
For the Confederates.
Yeah.
Because they actually rose arms and they tried to overthrow the U.S. government. Fine. All right. But the problem is incitement or an insurrection is an actual legal term. You can be charged with an insurrection. All right? Everyone knows this. Here's the thing. Biden's DOJ, when they unsealed the list of Biden's DOJ, the indictments against Trump, one charge that wasn't in it was insurrection. He was never charged with insurrection, let alone found guilty, innocent, whatever. He was never charged because they know it wasn't there. Because what happened was he went to protest what he said the election was stolen. He said, we're going to march peacefully down to the Capitol. And then what happened is they marched. Some people got fucking violent, broke the law, did time. A lot of people just walked in and then walked out. And then footage came out of
People being-
Capitol Police being escorted or escorting people around, taking pictures with them, and whatever. We all know that. But the fact is they're removing him from the ballot for something that he wasn't even indicted on, and what they're doing is saying you're guilty of this crime that you're not even charged with, and we're taking you off the ballot.